Hey everybody, thanks for joining Lunch Breaks with John. I'm John, your host, and before we get started on this episode, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to this channel if you want to continue to see videos on here, and if you want to see this channel improve and everything like that. If you did that, that would really help me out, and it would be the best way to help grow this channel, so I would really appreciate if you did that. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any questions or comments or any kind of feedback that you can offer. I always appreciate that. And also I want to remind you guys as well that this channel has a page on Facebook and on Instagram, so if you'll go there and like those pages so you can continue to see posts about this channel. There might be some times that I do some question and answer type stuff on there, or just different kinds of interaction with you guys. That's something that I want to do more of on this channel in the future, so if you guys would follow those pages, I would really appreciate that, and be sure to be looking at any stories that I post on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. Now on this episode, I'm just going to be kind of talking about this past weekend. This is kind of going to be a more casual episode because it's just been, the last couple weeks have just been really busy, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time to plan much for this episode. But I had a really good weekend, guys. It was a Labor Day weekend, so I had an extra day off, and it was just very needed. Like I said, those past couple weeks have been really busy, kind of stressful, and it was just nice to have that extra day off and be able to relax and spend time with my wife and just things like that. But yeah, one of the first things about my weekend that was really good, we finally got a new bed. My wife and I got one. It's called the Purple Mattress. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of that if you're on the internet much at all. They have ads for it all over on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. It's an amazing mattress. We really enjoy it. We've only had it since Friday, but it's extremely comfortable. I'm still waiting on the frame to arrive. They had to order it at the store we bought it from, so it's probably going to be at least a few more weeks before we got that, but at least we have that new mattress. We've been actually, before we got this mattress, my wife and I have actually been using the mattress that she had since before we got married, and we've been married for over 5 years. I don't even know how long she's had that mattress before it. I think she's had it throughout high school and probably before that, so it's a little overdue for an upgrade. So we finally got a new one, and we really enjoyed that. So that's been a big highlight of our weekend, just being able to sleep a lot more comfortably. I'm not feeling every morning like my back is hurting or all kinds of different things like that. Like, I actually feel like I'm getting a decent night's sleep now, so that's been really, really nice. Another good thing on this weekend, like I said, I got to spend time with my wife. After we bought the bed, we bought that on Friday, and then on Saturday we did some shopping for new bedding and things like that, and we just went around to a couple different stores and walked around just to have fun. So we did buy a new bedding set for our new bed. We also tried out this restaurant. That was pretty cool. It's like a little bakery pretty close to us called the Humble Crumb, and that was really good. I had a big old cinnamon roll that they had there, a freshly baked cinnamon roll that was really good. My wife had some kind of fancy, I don't know, omelet type thing. It was called something else. I don't even remember what it was called, but she liked that a lot, and it was a good place, so we enjoyed it. That place was definitely hopping on Saturday morning. We've never tried it before. I think it's been around for at least 3 or 4 years, but this is the first time that we've tried it, and we really liked it a lot. It's a quaint little place. It actually looks like a house. It doesn't even look like a restaurant from the outside, but I guess it's like a house that they remodeled into this bakery shop restaurant type thing, and it was just really good. We enjoyed that a lot. This weekend we've also continued our Marvel movie marathon, or the MCU movie marathon. We're getting towards the end. We haven't quite got to Endgame yet, but I think on Friday we watched Thor Ragnarok, I believe. Then we watched Infinity War either on Saturday or Sunday, and then on Monday, which was yesterday, we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Those were all really good. I really enjoyed all of those movies. Thor Ragnarok was really good. I just like the acting on there. You guys may or may not know this, but I've heard that I don't know the exact percentage, but I think like maybe at least a third or a fourth of that movie was kind of ad-libbed. The lines that they had on there were, a lot of them were actually made up by the actors on the spot. So I thought that was really cool that it wasn't even scripted. A good portion of that movie, you can definitely tell it's a different type of filming style and everything. I really liked it. It was really good and original. Then yeah, after that, like I said, we watched Infinity War, which that's a good movie. It has a crazy ending to it, which I'm sure most of you probably already know about, but if you haven't, I won't spoil it for you. I'd just say go watch it and just be ready to kind of be shocked, or maybe it definitely has a cliffhanger ending, I'll just say that. And then after that, we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a really good movie as well. It comes right after Infinity War. It actually, if you watch the movies, those two movies, Infinity War and Ant-Man, seem to be happening right at the same time. It's just showing from different events and everything that lead up to Endgame. So both of those happen right before Endgame, but they're happening right at the same time. As you'll see at the end of each of those movies, they kind of end at the same spot. And then we have Captain Marvel to look forward to after that, which I know a lot of people have given Captain Marvel bad reviews when it first came out. We didn't watch it in theaters when it came out. My wife and I didn't, just because I heard a lot of negative reviews about it and stuff. And it wasn't one that, I've never really heard much about Captain Marvel before the Avengers movies. I think I knew who she was, but I've never really read any comic books about it or anything. So, but we did watch it when it came out on Redbox DVD or something like that, or Blu-ray, and I actually thought it was pretty decent. I don't think it was quite as terrible as a lot of the people that reviewed it said that it was, and it wasn't a great movie. I'll definitely say it wasn't one of the best MCU movies. I would say, probably at least a 6 out of a 10. I would give it something like that, because it did exceed my expectations. I was going in watching the movie thinking that I was probably going to be disappointed by it. I wasn't expecting much out of it, but it actually had a decent story to it, and the acting wasn't terrible. It had decent acting to it. I think it just maybe was lacking a little bit, I don't know, in character development or something like that, but I still thought it was a decent movie. And then after that, we'll be watching Endgame, which is one of the last movies that they've come out with in the MCU, besides like Spider-Man, Black Widow, and then Shang-Chi that just came out, Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings or something like that. I haven't watched that yet, but I definitely do want to see it sometime. I heard that it's pretty good as well. And then what I'm really looking forward to, which I talked about a couple videos ago, is Spider-Man No Way Home. That just looks like it's going to be an awesome movie, and I'm really looking forward to it, guys. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much, but a lot of people are saying that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are rumored to be in it. I guess they've been rumored kind of back and forth, off and on. It's been rumored that they're going to be in that movie, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high on that, but I think that it's a good chance. I'd say there's probably a 50-50 chance that it's going to happen. So we'll see. Might be confirmed in a trailer here soon in the next few weeks or so. So I'll just continue to be looking out for that. Other than that, it hasn't been too eventful of a weekend, which is a good thing. It's just been relaxing. We played some board games kind of to be along the theme of the MCU. We played that Marvel Splendor game that I've talked about on here before, where you have the Infinity Stones and all the cards with the different Marvel characters and everything. So that was a lot of fun. We also played some Settlers of Catan, or Catan, however you say that. Catan. I know everyone pronounces it a little bit differently, but that's one of our favorite games. And then we played some, I think Monopoly Deal is what it's called. It's a card game based off of Monopoly, kind of the same concept as Monopoly, but a little different. It's a quicker game if you like games that don't take a whole lot of thought and planning and strategy and everything like that, and that you can play in like 30 minutes or less. That's a good game to play. So we played that last night. Oh yeah, and yesterday on Monday, my wife and I went out to eat with some of my old coworkers that I haven't seen in a long time. They were some of my favorite coworkers I've worked with before, and so that was a lot of fun getting to see them and hang out and just, catch up and everything. That pretty much sums up this video. I do want to say this too. before I forget that 2 weeks from now I'll be going on vacation. So this is episode 13. There should be another video coming out next week, episode 14, but for the following episode, episode 15, I'm probably not going to be doing one that week because I'm going to be on vacation for most of that week. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. I'll remind you guys again on the following week, just to remind you guys about that again as well. I did want to mention that just so it doesn't catch you guys off guard or anything like that, or so you're not anticipating a video that's not going to be there. And then I also want to start getting a little more interaction on social media, like on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys like those pages and follow them, just be on the lookout for some stories or some different things. I might be doing some polls on some suggestions for future episodes, or it could be whatever, things that you want to see more of, things that you don't want to watch as much, things that are boring to you, or things that maybe I haven't even thought of that you would like to recommend for this channel. So definitely do that. So make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's at John's Lunch Break, or you can just search Lunch Breaks with John and you should be able to find it that way too. I would appreciate if you guys would follow me there. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment if you have any more feedback to give me. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you enjoy your lunch break if you're still on your lunch. And until next time, I will see you on the next episode of Lunch Breaks with John. Have a good weekend, guys.